fundamental reality of existence is the purest form of existence. Existence without any form, existence without any shape, existence without any color, without any change, without any movement, just existing itself. That is why existence cannot be destroyed. Existence cannot be touched. Human life can be destroyed. Human consciousness can be destroyed. But you cannot destroy the truth. You cannot annihilate something completely. Because if you assume that you are destroying something completely, you are bringing that basic fundamental paradox, which is, I have created nothingness. But you cannot create nothingness. There's always something, there will always be something. Now, this experience is what shatters all your limitations. For an individual to experience that moment of isness, to know that fundamentally existence is existing and you are at the very center of it. Existence is not separate from you. The most intimate parts of existence can only be experienced by an individual. And in our case, it can only be experienced by a human being. Take away the human being, life has no meaning. Life has no purpose. As much as we are talking about life going on, continuing on, human beings being the scourge of the earth, they're destroying the planet. How silly, how ungrateful we are to existence to put us right at the center of everything, to give us the whole universe and say, this is your playground, go play. This is the purest of state that I can put you in, which nobody can take away from you, nobody can destroy. Create what you want. You want to create plants, create them. You want to create animals, create them. You want to create worlds, create them. But never forget that you are the creator. Never forget that you are at the center. Yes, you're calling yourself by some name, human, but ultimately, the whole of existence makes sense only because you are there. That is why any imagination of the world without human beings existing is a totally paradoxical, nonsensical imagination. To say, as some of the greatest minds who assume that they understand what life is, who say that, okay, maybe on the journey of evolution, human beings are just one other species. We might give rise to a more intelligent species. You can call it artificial intelligence or artificial stupidity, whatever. Or maybe that will take over. Eventually, human beings will be gone and it will just be pure digital intelligence. What a stupidity. It is a total paradox. Without human beings, you cannot imagine life. You cannot imagine nature. You cannot imagine experiences. Nothing makes sense. Ken Robinson, in one of his TED Talks, he ends one of his TED Talks like this. Now, he's regarded as a foremost authority on education, creativity. And this is how he ends the talk. He says, if all insects disappeared from Earth, then in 50 years, all human beings would disappear. But if all human beings were to disappear, then all other life forms would flourish. Sounds like a perfectly logical statement, but it is a totally nonsensical statement which comes with total misunderstanding of what life is, what human life is. Now, how can you imagine a future where everything is flourishing, butterflies, birds, All other animals are flourishing where the last human is rotting in the desert. How can you even conceptualize such a future? And how can you not be an enemy of humanity to imagine such a future? Because such a future cannot exist. Human imagination, human consciousness is fundamental for nature to exist. Because nature is form, nature is movement, nature is change. If nobody is there to wake up in the morning, to look at the sun rising above the horizon, the sun doesn't exist. There is no meaning for an entity called sun without a human being for it to shine its light upon. Either put human beings right at the center of creation and then devise all your theories, concepts, and ideologies of life, or accept that you know nothing about life. You are just a baby spending all your time in a conceptual imaginary world. You don't know what reality is. You don't know the fundamental movement of life. And you know nothing about human. To think that human beings are just one other species. If we are gone, everything else will flourish. Right there, it tells you how ignorant we are. It is a dangerous way of looking at things, nonsensical way of looking at things, and a totally destructive way of looking at things. When you misunderstand something so fundamental, that life is a dream. Without a dreamer, dream has no meaning. As real as things appear on the outside, they are still part of a dream. Now, how can you imagine the dream to continue after you've destroyed the dreamer? Truth. What is it? That is why it is called truth. Why is that word the most important word? Because ultimately, only when you get to that truth will life make any sense. Without getting to that truth, experientially, you cannot conceptually get to that truth. You have to become a Zarathustra. You have to go to the mountains. You have to spend years there in your aloneness. You have to dig deeper. You have to go beyond your thoughts, go beyond the body sensations. You have to physically, practically dive into the depths of your being to finally get to the truth. You cannot borrow the truth from somebody else's understanding. Now that is the problem with the world we are living in. Everybody has assumed a certain concept of reality, certain concept of truth, which they themselves have no clue about. They haven't experienced it for themselves. It is just a theory, and no matter how logical a theory sounds, no matter how appealing it is to the mind, no matter how impossible it is to refute it, if it is not a part of your experience, it is a lie. And you cannot build the foundation of life on a lie. And human beings are moving more and more in the direction of creating their own reality, turning everything natural into man-made stuff. It would have all been wonderful if only human beings understood what life is, understood what truth is, understood the place of a human being. The biggest danger is because a human being does not know how special he is, how important he is, how at the very center of things he is, that future that he is imagining will imprison him. It is his own misunderstanding of the fundamental reality of life that will make him a prisoner. Destruction of life is nothing to be feared. If, let's say, a new intelligence, a higher intelligence comes, let's say an alien being comes, if it destroys human beings, there is no problem at all. human consciousness will re-emerge. It will recreate itself because life is still fresh in our dreams. They have taken away our bodies, but they have not taken away a rose flower that's in our mind. They have not taken away the fragrance of that flower. They have not taken away our ability to dream this life back. And we have that power to redream life, recreate it. But what is a bigger danger? If they don't destroy us, but instead rule over us. What human beings hate the most is a looming shadow of intelligence that is above them that they cannot supersede. If a human being is told, no matter what you do in this life, you can never attain to that intelligence, awareness of this other creature, you are doomed. You will stop trying. You will stop moving. You will lose all meaning, all purpose of life. For some individuals, or rather the majority of the human race, that would be a comfort, a false comfort, where I don't have to search for the truth. I don't have to do anything. This other creature will take care. But for the best among us, the loftiest among us, the grandest among us, who can truly call themselves as human beings, they cannot accept this slavery. They will fight. They will fight till the last breath. They will give up their lives, but they will not accept another intelligence above them because it is not real. It has been artificially created. It is mimicking human intelligence. No matter how good it is, no matter how powerful it is, one individual somewhere will know this is fake. This was created by us in our lab. We just gave it too much power. Now it's there sitting as a looming shadow, pretending to be powerful. And because it's intelligent enough, it will understand that destroying human beings is its own destruction. It has no meaning, no purpose to exist without human beings. So it won't kill human beings. If it kills, human beings would have succeeded. But if it doesn't kill, slowly it turns them into itself, into mechanical, lifeless, heartless, feelingless, emotionless creatures without a will to get to a higher understanding of life, then it would have succeeded. It would have imprisoned the human spirit completely. The only way something can rule over us is by taking over our spirit, not our bodies, not our minds. And that is what we need to fight for. That is what we need to recognize. What is this human spirit? It is a spirit that loves being in the open. It loves to be under the sun without anything in between. A spirit that hates mediators. A spirit that hates interference between it and the ultimate truth.